Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to my channel. I am Shanti, and in this video we're going to talk about 3 productivity philosophies that have dominated my life this year in 2022. Now, when I say philosophies, I strictly mean philosophies, alright? Because tips and hacks, rules, these are all different from philosophies. Philosophies are sort of evergreen, they don't change with time. Whereas tips and hacks, they change with time. But they are always in accordance with these philosophies. So if you learn the philosophies, you are a step ahead. You can make your own tips and hacks and rules. So that's why I am sharing with you some philosophies that I have seen in my life. Now, the very first philosophy is energy management. Now, if you have heard about the book Manage Your Energy Not Time, then you already have an idea of what I'm speaking. But if you haven't, then do check out that book. It's quite an interesting book and it's also a very short read. Now, what is the idea? Whenever we do tasks, we think about it in terms of time management. That means during this period of time, I will do task 1. During this period of time, I'll do task 2, task 3, task 4, and so on, right? So time is the reference. It is the base on which we decide, we schedule our tasks. But instead, if we take in terms of energy, that means right now, do I have the energy to do task 1? Do I have the excitement, the enthusiasm to do task 1? If not, then can I postpone it to some other time and do another task which I can do right now, which excites me to do right now? This is how you think in terms of energy. Energy management also involves figuring out those tasks which will rejuvenate you in order to do more in a given time. Now, if you find this idea a little confusing, it will seem confusing in the beginning, but I have a couple of posts which might help you understand the concept better. I've made these posts on LinkedIn and Instagram. You can check them out. I will leave the links for them in the description box. Now, the second philosophy is a mindfulness practice or meditation. Now, you might be a little surprised as to why we are talking about it in a productivity video. We should be talking about it in a mental health or a wellness video, right? But it helps in your productivity as well. This particular concept is very beautifully explained in a book called How to Train Your Mind. You can check it out if you are interested. Now, the idea is that when you are someone who meditates, then your mind becomes a little more calm. It becomes a little more organized, decluttered, all right? Because a mind has a lot of things running inside. So once it becomes decluttered, you become more efficient at whatever work it is that you're doing. Meditation particularly helps you become better at prioritizing and organizing. Now, the third philosophy is antifragility. Now, once again, there's a wonderful book called Antifragile on this concept, but I must warn you that this book is a little difficult to read if you're not very much used to non-fiction. Now, the idea is that we human beings are naturally anti-fragile. What is anti-fragile? It is the exact opposite of fragility. What is fragile? This is something that will break under stress. So, anti-fragile is something that not only doesn't break under stress, but it will in fact benefit from stress. That's what we see in our lives, right? Whenever we face a problem, we become better at it. After we come out of the problem, we are better people, we are more experienced, we are more matured. Now the question is, what has it got to do with productivity? When we realize that we are naturally anti-fragile, then we tend to spend less time complaining about all of the problems in our life. Instead, we would focus that time on trying to adapt to that change and trying to find out the solution, and better yet, to figure out how to use that particular problem as a stepping stone. So these 3 philosophies have been very helpful for my life this year and hopefully in the future years as well. Do let me know what you think about them in the comments, and if you found this video helpful and insightful, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe.